Very good morning, all of you. Welcome to Fluid Mechanics and Hydraulics Machinery class. In last class, we discussed about pressure measuring devices, in which um, I discussed about piezometer. What is piezometer? What are the limitations of piezometer were discussed in last class. Piezometer is a simple device for measuring moderate pressures. Um, it has a vertical glass tube which is connected to a point to be measured pressure. Uh, Generally, we measure gauge pressures. Depends on facility available inside the liquid. We also can measure absolute pressures. Now, I also discussed in the previous class how can we derive an equation for pressure in case of piezometers. In this class, we see a problem on piezometer, then we'll go for other pressure measuring devices. See all of you problem. An absolute pressure of 2.4 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. An absolute pressure of 2.4 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. 1 Newton per meter square is 1 Pascal. Already I told you in the topic of pressure. So 2.4 into 10 power 5 Pascal or Newton per meter square acts on the free surface of water. Free surface of water. That pressure is acting on free surface of water closed in a container. That water is placed in one container. A piezometer is fitted to the container. Piezometer is connected to a container at a depth of 2 meter from the free surface. Piezometer is connected to container from the free surface with a depth of 2 meters. Determine the height of water rising in piezometer. Already he mentioned in the problem some amount of absolute pressure is acting on free surface. Based on that absolute pressure, water level rises in a glass tube. How much amount of rise is taken place? He is asking that one. Determine height of water rising in the piezometer. Piezometer means glass tube. If atmospheric pressure is 1.01325 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. 1.01325 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square gives Pascal. Sometimes in the examination, they also mention like that. 10 power 5 Newton per meter square gives 1 bar. So instead of 10 power Newton per meter square, they talk about bar. 2.4 bar in first line. 1.01325 bar. Like that, they give you data. So don't get confused. 1 bar means you have to take as 10 power 5 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Like that, you have to take, you go for solution. Don't take directly bar value. You should convert in Pascal, then move into solution. So he's asking amount of rise which is taken place in the glass tube when absolute pressure is acting on free surface. See, using the given data, I am going to prepare a diagram. See all of you diagram. I took a container. See cursor is moving here. This is container in which I maintained water up to certain amount of level. Absolute pressure is acting on free surface. Absolute pressure he assumed as P. So P, amount pressure P is acting on free surface. Container is not fully occupied by water. Some amount of absolute pressure, actual pressure is acting on water, which is assumed as P. P. Now that value is 2.4 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. P value is given as absolute pressure, or actual pressure is 2.4 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. A piezometer is fitted to the container at a depth of 2 meters from the free surface. So this is free surface. See all of you. From here, you have to take 2 meters depth, where piezometer is connected. So this free surface to point A is depth 2 meters, where piezometer is connected. You can see here piezometer, a right vertical glass tube is connected to this container. Piezometer is connected here. So from free surface to point A, where pressure is to be measured, he is 2 meters, or A is center of the piezometer from free surface, which is connected to container. Determine the height of water rising. See, when absolute pressure is acting on free surface, amount of water will be rising in the glass tube up to certain limit. So how much amount of rise has been taken place? You have to determine that. Atmospheric pressure, P atmosphere value is given as 1.01325 into 10 power 5 Pascal. So H value you need to calculate. How can we calculate H? If you want to calculate gauge pressure, very simple equation, P is equal to rho GH. By using hydrostatic law, you can determine that with the help of fluid level which is rising in the glass tube. But here atmospheric pressure also you have to consider, because they mentioned absolute pressure. Absolute pressure is equal to gauge pressure plus atmospheric pressure. By using altitudes or by using head levels, how can we determine height, amount of height rising in the glass tube? See, all of you, with the given data, first of all I write the data. P 2.4 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. H is equal to 2 meters, means a depth from free surface to point where piezometer is connected, 2 meters. Atmospheric value is 1.01325 10 power 5 Pascal. H value you need to calculate. Let assume H is amount of water level rising in the glass tube or piezometer tube. See, how can we write equation for pressure? First of all, I start with P, absolute pressure P. This is P. Now I am going to write a relation between P and atmospheric pressure. In between I have fluid level in the piezometer. See how, all of you, how can I write equation? P absolute pressure, from where fluid level is going downwards with the height or depth H to reach piezometer connection. So this is free surface from which I am going towards downward direction to reach piezometer connection, where point A you are seeing here. From free surface to A, height is H, going, I am going downward direction. When I go downward direction, you have to consider sign positive. Positive head. See, all of you. Now P absolute pressure going downward. Downward means positive, plus here depth value is H, capital H. So for having capital H depth, you have to write pressure equation as rho GH. For pressure head, capital H, pressure equation is rho GH using hydrostatic law. Here rho means density of the working fluid. This working fluid density 1000, because they mentioned water. So rho W is density of water, G gravitational constant, capital H depth from free surface to position of piezometer connection to the container. Now from A I am going towards upward direction, which is connected to atmosphere. See, all of you, from here to free surface on glass tube, height is small h. I'm going upward direction. When I go upward direction, you have to mention negative sign, negative head. See, same water, same working fluid. Working fluid has not changed. Same fluid I have maintained on piezometer. For here, rho W G H H, but sign is negative because you are going upward direction. Minus rho W G H. Over that I have atmosphere. pressure, atmospheric pressure. So minus P atmosphere, the total quantity becomes 0. So like this we write pressure equation for manometer. First of all, pressure where the point to be measured. Here already that value is given, absolute pressure P. Now you have to see direction of depth or height, which is going upward or downward. Now after P, depth which is going downward direction. So based on the direction you have to take sign. So when I have height or depth, immediately you should go for equation rho gh for particular working fluid. Here working fluid is water. So going downward direction, rho w, w means for water. W indicates water, which is in subscript. Rho w, g, h means depth, going downward direction. I gave positive sign. Next, after that, in piezometer, we are going upward direction, minus rho w, same working fluid, g, small h, going upward direction. That h value I don't know, you need to calculate. Over that h, we have atmospheric pressure, which is also located above. So above means negative sign, minus P atmosphere is equal to 0. If I simplify this one, negative quantities I am going to maintain on the other side. So P plus rho W G H is equal to P atmosphere plus rho W G small h. In this equation, only H value is unknown, remaining values we know, which are given in the data. G is gravitational constant, which is 9.81. I am going to substitute. First of all, I write equation for H. H is equal to, small h is equal to P plus rho W G H minus P atmosphere by rho W G. I am going to substitute all values. P value 2.4 into 10 power 5 plus 1000 water density, 9.81 gravitational constant, to depth from free surface to connection where piezometer is attached, minus P atmosphere 1.01325 10 power 5 Pascal by 1000 water density, G 9.81. Finally, you get height as 16.136 meters. So using that absolute pressure, you are seeing water rise level in piezometer as 16.136 meters. So like this we solve problem in piezometers. Next topic is U-tube manometer. U-tube manometer. Here U-tube manometer means a glass tube which is arranged in the shape of U. In the shape of U, glass tube is maintained like that. There are two ends of glass tube. One end is open to atmosphere and the other end is connected to a point where pressure is to be measured. Here you can generally we measure gauge pressure and vacuum pressure for U-tube manometers. Depends on the arrangement of fluid flow, we can go for pressure measurement. See all of you, I maintained a brief description. U-tube manometer consists of a glass tube which is bent in U shape, where one end is connected to atmosphere and other end is connected to pressure point. So like that I given data. So these are different U-tube manometers. See all of you in first diagram A. Diagram A, this is a pipeline in which I am having some amount of liquid. See cursor is moving. Pipeline having some amount of fluid. This pipeline is connected to U-tube manometer. U-tube manometer. One end of U-tube manometer is open to atmosphere. Other end is connected to pipeline where pressure is to be measured. So to measure pressure in U-tube manometer, we maintain one separate liquid. Generally, we go for mercury. Using that mercury levels, we identify that the pressure, which is gauge or vacuum, depends on the fluid rise or fall. When fluid level is rising in glass tube, we can say that we have gauge pressure, because see all of you, this is atmospheric pressure. See all of you diagram A, this is atmospheric pressure, which is because tube is connected to surroundings, open to atmosphere. This is pipeline in which some amount of pressure I have for liquid. So this is P. Let us assume this pressure is P for liquid. This is atmospheric pressure P ATM in subscript. ATM is atmosphere, which is maintained in subscript. Now, when fluid pressure is more, fluid automatically pushes that mercury level towards downward direction. Fluid is pushing mercury towards downward with high pressure. So when fluid side is going downward, on the other limb, the mercury level rises. See here we have two limbs. One is left side limb. This is right side limb. Left side limb is pushing by liquid, which is in pipeline because of high pressure. On the other side and right side limb, fluid level is rising. That means that compared to atmospheric pressure, fluid pressure in pipeline is high. That's why fluid side we are going downward direction. When you go for figure B, here on right hand side limb, fluid level is going downward direction. Mercury is coming down. Mercury is going down. On the other side, on left hand side, mercury level is rising. That means atmospheric pressure is more, because of that high pressure, immediately that atmospheric pressure pushes that mercury level towards downward direction. That's why on the other side, mercury has been raised up to certain limit. So here atmospheric pressure is more compared to fluid pressure, which is in pipeline. We can say that this is called vacuum pressure. Sorry, this pressure is called as vacuum pressure, which is in pipeline. But in diagram A, in pipeline we have gauge pressure, which is more than the atmospheric pressure. Like that, we can decide the pressure based on the diagram. Now, see all of you, same thing. This is used for measuring vacuum pressures or gauge pressures. We'll see how can we measure pressure for these two cases with the help of diagrams. We can write a pressure equation for gauge pressure and vacuum pressure. First of all, I am trying to write equation for gauge pressure. Directly I go to diagram. I can explain here. See all of you, this is a diagram for gauge pressure. Same what I explained just now, same diagram I have copied here. I have a pipeline which is in circle shape. See all of you, pipeline or tube which is in circle shape. This is U-tube manometer which is connected to pipeline through this passage. Point A is a point where pressure is to be measured of liquid pressure. Point A is liquid pressure point, which is exactly center of the pipeline. See all of H1 is amount of liquid level in U-tube. Amount of liquid level in U-tube, that liquid which is placed in pipeline. H2 is amount of mercury level rising on right hand limb, right side limb. On right side limb, how much amount of liquid level or mercury level has been raised, called H2. And last one is atmospheric pressure PATM, which is connected to right side limb of U-tube manometer, which is always open to surroundings. This is atmospheric pressure. So I have total 4 things here. One is P, pressure of pipeline, pressure of liquid. H1 is amount of liquid pressure, sorry, amount of liquid um, height in left limb. H2, amount of liquid height in right limb. Liquid height means it is pressure head. Pressure head on left limb. H2 is pressure head on right limb. ZZ is datum level. Now, how can I write pressure equation here? See, all of you, I start with point A, means pressure P. So pressure P, this is pressure P. Immediately this pipeline is connected to YouTube manometer, in which fluid is going downward direction because of high pressure. Fluid is pushing mercury, so going downward. So with amount of H1 as pressure head. So you can write equation rho g H, going downward means positive. So P is fluid pressure P plus rho 1. Rho 1 means density of liquid in pipeline. Rho 1. G is gravitational constant. H1 is amount of fluid going downward with the pressure of pipeline. So H1, pressure head. Next, from H1, fluid is going upward direction. If you see mercury or specific gravity S2, fluid is going upward direction with pressure head H2. So upward means negative sign you have to take minus rho 2. Rho 2 means density of second fluid, G gravitational constant, H2 pressure head in right limb is equal to 0. 0 means only for gauge pressures. If I consider absolute pressure, atmospheric pressure value you have to take place here is equal to P atmosphere. Otherwise, on left side, rho 2 GH2 minus P ATM is equal to 0. If I want to calculate absolute pressure, now I am writing equation for only gauge pressures. Gauge pressure means atmospheric pressure value is no need to consider. You can avoid that. Atmospheric value is not required to write in the equation for gauge pressures. If I want to write absolute pressure, we have to consider atmospheric pressure. Now this is gauge pressure, P plus rho 1 GH1 minus rho 2 GH2, from which I can write as P is equal to rho 2 GH2 minus rho 1 GH1. So G is constant. You can take out. So rho 2 H2 minus rho 1 G1 in brackets. Like that, you can write equation for gauge pressure for YouTube manometer, which has two liquids. Next, we write equation for negative pressure or vacuum pressure. See, all of you, this is diagram where H1, again same thing what I mentioned in second diagram, same I have copied. Here what are the things to be learned? See, all of you, P is pressure inside the tube or pipeline for liquid. H1 is amount of liquid level in left limb. H2 amount of second liquid for showing pressure difference, which is in right limb level is H2. Then the manometer connection is open to atmosphere. So P atmosphere is atmospheric pressure. Now on right limb, if you observe, because of high pressure, because of high value of atmospheric pressure, second working fluid is going downward direction in right limb. On left limb, that value is raised because of high pressure of atmospheric value. In in pipeline, pressure is very less. That's why in left limb, liquid value has been raised. It is going to be pushed, the liquid what we have in pipeline. So how can I write pressure equation? C, I start with P for point A or for liquid in pipeline. P is equal to, then immediately I'm going downward direction with head H1 plus liquid density rho 1 for pipeline, rho 1 GH1. Rho 1 GH1. Again, once again, I'm going downward direction for second liquid on right limb. rho 2 GH2, but sign is plus because going downward again, plus rho 2 GH2 is equal to 0 for vacuum pressure. If I consider atmospheric pressure, instead of 0, you can write atmospheric pressure. Otherwise, in another way, one more type you can write P plus rho 1 GH1 plus rho 2 GH2 minus P atmosphere, because over that I have atmospheric pressure which is located above. You are going toward upward direction, then only you can see, you can reach atmospheric pressure. So minus P atmosphere is equal to 0. Like that you can write. If I want to write absolute pressure, for only vacuum pressures, no need to write atmospheric pressure. So I told you two things. For gauge pressure, no need to write atmospheric pressure. For only vacuum pressure, if you want to calculate only vacuum pressure, no need to write atmospheric pressure. But in case of absolute pressures, in both cases, we have to consider atmospheric pressure. I already told you the relation between absolute and atmosphere. Absolute pressure is equal to, for gauge pressures, gauge pressure plus atmospheric pressure. For vacuum case, absolute pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure minus vacuum pressure. Like that we write equation. So here I write only vacuum case. P plus rho 1 GH1 plus rho 2 GH2 is equal to 0. P is equal to minus rho 1 GH1 minus rho 2 GH2. Or if you want to write in brackets, minus I have taken out rho 1 GH1 plus rho 2 GH2. G also you can take out. Rho 1 G1 plus rho 2 G2 in brackets. Like that it comes. So like this, we write equation for vacuum in case of YouTube manometers. We'll discuss a problem on this one. Then you can have a clear idea how to solve a problem on YouTube manometers. Where rho 1 means density. See, I have written a note. Rho 1 means density of liquid, which is in pipeline. Density means specific gravity of particular liquid into standard water density, standard liquid density called water, 1000. S1 into rho W. Rho W means water density. S1 means specific gravity of particular liquid in pipeline. Rho 2 is S2 rho W. Rho 2 means specific, density of second liquid. S2 specific gravity of second liquid into standard liquid density rho W. P atmospheric pressure. P ATM means atmospheric pressure. Rho W is water density. Now we'll see a problem on this, then you can have an idea how to solve a problem in YouTube manometer. See, all of you read carefully. At the right limb of a YouTube manometer, right limb. YouTube manometer means you have two limbs. One is right, left. Right limb of YouTube manometer filled with mercury. YouTube manometer is filled with mercury. Inside, in brackets, they mentioned that specific gravity of mercury is 13.6. If I have specific gravity, I can calculate density. 13.6 into 1000 gives density of mercury. He is open to atmosphere. Right limb is open to atmosphere. He is talking about right limb. The right limb of YouTube manometer filled with mercury is open to atmosphere, while the left limb is connected to a pipe. Left limb is connected to a pipe containing a fluid of specific gravity 0.8. Pipe is having some amount of fluid which is having specific gravity 0.8. That pipe is connected to left limb of YouTube manometer. The center of the pipe lies 15 centimeters below the level of mercury in the right limb. See, all of you read carefully. The center of the pipeline is located or placed 15 centimeters below the level of mercury which is in right limb. Determine the pressure of fluid in the pipe. He is talking about, he is asking fluid pressure in pipeline. When the difference of mercury level in two limbs, mercury level difference is mentioned as 30 centimeters, 30 centimeters. So this is problem. We need to calculate pressure of liquid in pipeline. First of all, I will try to write and prepare diagram for this. Then you can understand what happens. See all of you, this is pipeline. Circle indicates pipeline, and this is U-tube manometer. This is right limb of U-tube manometer, left limb of U-tube manometer, which is connected to pipeline, and this is center A. Center A. See all of you. S1 is specific gravity of liquid. S1. S2 is specific gravity of liquid in manometer. They mentioned that specific gravity of liquid in manometer is talking about mercury. That liquid is mercury. That mercury specific gravity he mentioned as 13.6. So S2 is equal to 13.6. S1 is equal to 0.8. Specific gravity in pipeline is 0.8. Now I start again from beginning. The right limb of U-tube manometer filled with mercury is open to atmosphere. So right limb is open to atmosphere. The left limb is connected to pipeline having specific gravity 0.8. So S1 is equal to 0.2, S2 is equal to 13.6. The center of the pipeline lies, this is center. So A is located center, located at center. So from A to A is located below the level of mercury in the right limb with 15 centimeters. So this is mercury level in right limb, from which you have to go 15 centimeters where center of the pipeline is located. That is the data. So from level of right limb, liquid level of right limb, you have to move 15 centimeters towards downward direction, where you will be having center of tube, center of pipeline A. So from here to here 15 centimeters. Next, determine the pressure in liquid or fluid in pipe. So P value you need to calculate, which is in pipeline at point A. When the difference of mercury level in two limbs mercury level difference they mentioned as 30 centimeters. So this is one end of mercury level in right limb. This is another end of mercury level in left limb. These two ends difference is mentioned as 30 centimeters. So means H2 is equal to 30 centimeters. H1 value I don't know because they did not give, but we can calculate. H2 is equal to 15 centimeters plus H1. So H1 automatically comes as 15 centimeters. So given data, S2 specific gravity of liquid in U-tube manometer called mercury, which is given as 13.6. S1 specific gravity of liquid in pipeline is 0.8. H2 30 centimeters. The liquid level difference between U-tube manometer in two limbs 30 centimeters. If you convert in meters, 0.3 meters. H1 they did not give, but the level of liquid level in the right limb to center of the pipeline is 15 centimeters, from which I can calculate H1. H1 is equal to H2 minus 15, total 15 centimeters or 0.15 meters. So this is data given in the problem. I want to calculate P. I need to calculate pressure at pipeline, that is P. Now let assume P is pressure in pipeline at point A. Let assume ZZ is datum level. Now I am going to prepare pressure equation. How can I write pressure equation? See all of you. P at point A, P. Now pipeline is connected to U-tube manometer of left limb, going downward direction. Liquid level is going downward direction. So P downward means you have to take positive sign, plus rho 1 G H1. Rho 1 means density of liquid in pipeline. G H1. H1 is related to liquid level of pipeline with some certain amount of pressure. H1 is pressure head going downward. So rho 1 G H1 minus rho 2 GH2. My why I wrote minus means uh, next level is going upward direction. Fluid level is moving towards upward after H1. H2 is going upward direction. So minus rho 2 GH2 is equal to 0. I'm not taking atmospheric pressure. I'm going to calculate gauge pressure only. Gauge pressure. So minus rho 2 GH2. Finally, I can write as P is equal to rho 1 GH1 is equal to minus means when it moves on the other side, rho 2 GH2 plus rho 2 GH2. So this is equation. Already this equation I was discussed in gauge pressure case in case of YouTube manometer. Just now I discussed this topic. So P is equal to rho 2 GH2 minus rho 1 GH1 is equal to rho 2 means S2 rho W GH2, rho 1 means S1 rho W GH1. I am going to substitute all values. S2 13.6, rho W 1000, nobody will give you. You have to remember that density of water always we take 1000. G gravitational constant, H2 H1 data given in the problem. So I substituted all values. H1 is 0.15, H2 is 0.3. Sorry. Now pressure value is 38,847.6 Newton per meter square or Pascal. Like this we solve problem. Now one more problem we'll see. The left limb of YouTube manometer, sorry, YouTube mercury manometer. Inside the YouTube, I placed mercury. Clearly, he mentioned that the left limb of a YouTube mercury manometer is connected to a pipeline conveying water. Again, he mentioned water in pipeline. The level of mercury in brackets they given that specific gravity of mercury 13.6. In the leg, the level of mercury in the leg, mercury level in leg being 0.5 meters below the center of pipeline. Clearly told you 0.5 meters below the center of pipeline. From pipeline center, you have to go towards downward direction 0.5 meters below. And the right limb is open. Till now they talked about left limb. Now we have moved to right limb. And the right limb is open to atmosphere. Right limb is open to atmosphere. Left limb is connected to pipeline. But inside that YouTube, I have mercury. In left limb, mercury level is going down with 0.5 meters from center. The level of mercury in right limb is 0.4 meters above that left limb. And one more point he's mentioned here. The level of mercury in right limb is 0.4 meters above that level of mercury in left limb. Compared to left limb, we have to move towards 0.4 meters above. Then you will see the mercury level in right limb. And the space above mercury in right limb, over the mercury, we have some space in which I have benzene. One more liquid he mentioned in the problem. Totally, we have three liquids. One is water, which is in pipeline. Second one is mercury, which is in YouTube. And third one is benzene, which is in right limb of YouTube manometer over the mercury. Over the mercury or above the space above mercury. Same, both are same meaning. The space above mercury in the right limb contains benzene. Specific gravity is given to a height of 0.2 meters. So benzene height is maintained up to 0.2 meters over the mercury level in right limb. Determine the pressure of water in pipeline or pipe. He's asking pressure in pipeline. Now I'll prepare diagram for this one. How many liquids are here? 3 liquids. In previous problem, we saw only 2 liquids. Now this problem belongs to 3 liquids. One is pipeline, a pipe liquid. Second one is mercury in YouTube manometer. Third one is benzene. See all of you, this is pipe. This is U-tube manometer. This is right limb and this is left limb. This is center of pipe A. From the center of pipe, water is going downward direction, and clearly he mentioned that, see all of you, in third line, from second line to third line, the level of mercury, I am talking about left limb, the level of mercury in leg being 0.5 meters below the center of the pipeline. So A is center of the pipeline. From here, you have to move towards downward direction 0.5 meters, because they mentioned below clearly. 0.5 meters below, you will see mercury level. So from A to mercury level on left limb is mentioned as 0.5 meters. So H1 is equal to 0.5 meters. Next point, the level of mercury in the right limb, he is talking about right limb. The level of mercury level in right limb is 0.4 meters above that the left limb, above that in the left limb. So this is left limb mercury level, from which you have to go towards 0.4 meters height on right limb. Then you will see second liquid level of mercury. So this is second level. From here to this position, H2 is mentioned as 0.4 meters. 0.4 meters going above for reaching second level of mercury in right limb. Next, over that I have benzene. Benzene with height 0.2 meters. So H3 mentioned as 0.2 meters. So totally we have 3 liquids, 3 specific gravities. For water case, no need to mention specific gravity, because the density value directly we take as 1000. Specific gravity means 1. For mercury, specific gravity 13.6. For benzene, S3, specific gravity 0.88. Pressure heads also were given in the problem. H1 0.5 going downward, H2 0.4 going upward, H3 again 0.2 going upward. So two heights are going upward, two pressure heads are going upward direction, H2 and H3. So for these two pressure heads, we take sign as negative in case of hydrostatic equation. Determine the pressure of water in pipeline. So P value you need to calculate at section A or at point A. Now write first of all given data: S2 13.6, H1 0.5, H2 0.4, S3 0.88, H3 0.2. Let assume P is pressure at point A, ZZ is datum level for left and right legs. Now pressure equation is, let's see all of you, pressure equation I am going to write, and from a point P. So P at A, P here, this is P, then immediately I have a liquid, pipeline liquid going downward direction with head H1. So going downward means plus specific gravity S1 or water, rho W G H1. H1 means pressure head H1, rho W G H1. Next, liquid has been closed here. Next, immediately we see mercury level starts from this point, and finally mercury level closes here with pressure head H2. So here pressure head is going upward direction compared to previous liquid. When I see this is previous level of liquid, from here second level is going towards upward direction. So H2 is going upward. Upward means we take negative sign. Specific gravity is S2 or density rho 2. Minus means going upward, minus rho 2 G H2. Same thing I wrote here, rho 2 G H2. Over that, now I have benzene, one more liquid. Now we are at this position. Now I have one more liquid, third one, benzene, with specific gravity S3, density rho 3. So going upward direction, upward means again we take a negative sign, minus rho 3 GH3 is equal to 0. This is only for gauge pressure. If I write E is equal to 0, if I am avoiding atmospheric pressure, that means this equation belongs to only gauge pressure. If I want to write equation for absolute, we have to consider atmospheric pressure. I already told you number of times. When we consider atmospheric pressure, that is called as total pressure, absolute pressure thing. Now, this is only for gauge pressure case. I wrote equation P plus rho W H1 minus rho 2 GH2 minus rho 3 GH3. P plus rho W GH1 is equal to negative values I have moved on the other side. Rho 2 GH2 plus rho 3 GH3. P is equal to, I have moved total hydrostatic equations on right side. I am going to substitute values here. Rho 2 means S2 rho W. Rho 3 S3 rho W. Rho W means 1000. Now we write values 13.6 into 1000 into 9.81. H2 means 0.4. H3 0.2. H1 0.5. S3 0.8. Rho W 1000. G gravitational constant. So finally pressure value 50,187.96 Newton per meter square or Pascal. Like this, we solve problems in simple YouTube manometers with a number of liquids. So here, one thing you should be cleared that first of all, try to prepare a diagram for a manometer. If I have diagram properly, then easily we can write pressure equation. So when I have pressure equation, I can substitute values, I can solve that problem very easily. So try to prepare, do more number of problems like this, then easily you can have an idea how to prepare a diagram for manometers. Next class we'll go for differential manometers. Thank you.